Well, it was another warm day again in Southern Oregon and Northern California. All right, it was hot. 96 degrees was the high in Medford, 97 in Montague, 93 in Grants Pass. Everybody except for Brookings, which was 64 in the 90s, except also 87 in Mount Shasta. Again, right now, the poor air quality is centered right over the Northern California forest fires right now. Everywhere else right now, at least at this particular point, is doing pretty good, but that will change once we go through the day tomorrow. Now, the winds right now have calmed down considerably, which again will help to kind of spread out the smoke in a very thin layer as we go through the overnight hours. Now, there's a particular low pressure that's been sitting off the coast here for the last several days. Actually helped with some of the lightning fires last week. And it's still stuck out here. And in fact, this is actually part of a system that's called a Rex block system. And there's high pressure up to the north, low pressure down to the south, and it can't really move anywhere. There's nothing really to push it. And we're finally going to break this pattern. And that's good news because this thing has just been not moving and not doing anything good for us. And finally, it's going to get into the area. But it's actually going to affect our weather, and I'll show you that in a second. But our smoke forecast for tonight, again, we'll have the smoke lingering through the area throughout the early morning hours and increase a little bit as we get into the afternoon. Not really looking at thick smoke or anything, but once we go into the overnight hours, the wind will die down again, and then again we'll see the smoke kind of spread out again in a very thin layer. And then once we get to Sunday, we're going to start to get a little bit of a southerly flow, which will actually help the smoke situation down towards Wairika. It won't help us in Medford and further up to the north because the smoke will start to blow from south to the north. So the best chance of seeing showers and thunderstorms here in the next couple of days, especially Saturday and into Sunday, will be primarily east of the Cascades, Klamath Falls, out towards the east. A very low chance in the Rogue Valley, but that's highly unlikely at this point. Now we do have, again, that low I was talking about. It's actually right here on the edge of your screen. And this is pumping up a big ridge of high pressure overhead. And this will get us pretty hot here in the next couple of days. And in fact, here is that system. Again, it's pushing up towards the north and the east. And when we get to Sunday, it's going to be really hot. It's going to be in the low 100s, about 100 to 105 degrees. And as this gets closer and closer, this will actually give us a chance of triggering some more thunderstorms, which is not good news for what we need in our area. In fact, we just would really like to have steady rain, but we're probably not going to see that with this system. Thursday, it pushes off towards the north and the east. High pressure builds over off to the west, which gives us a northwesterly flow. It should keep temperatures in check for the most part. Now, another model is kind of showing something similar in that system, again, moving from south towards the north. And again, we'll get into a bit of a westerly flow, so it's not looking like a big heat wave after this heat comes by for the next couple of days. Forecast highs, again, right around 100 degrees or so for tomorrow, and then cooling off a little, kind of stair-stepping their way down as we go through the next several days. So here's your coastal forecast. As you can see, temperatures into the 60s for the next several days, warming up to about 70 by Friday. Northern California, again, about 101 degrees for Sunday. Not much difference on Monday, cooling off just a little bit as we get to the middle of the week. For the Klamath Basin, you're going to stay in the 90s through Monday, cooling off finally into the 80s and getting kind of blustery Tuesday and into Wednesday. For the mountains, 85 to 90 for the weekend. The haze should finally get out of the area for a little while anyway, and temperatures drop into the low 80s by Wednesday. And the Rogue Valley, 98 for your Saturday, 103 for Sunday, and then cooling off about 10 degrees from Sunday to Tuesday.